Hey everybody. As the title of this stream suggests, I am still sick, which is why I wasn't here last week. But surprisingly enough, and although it may not sound like it, I am actually significantly better than I was a week ago. But I'm still doing the whole raspy voice coughing thing. So I just popped some cold medicine, which may have been a terrible idea before actually, drafting. But hopefully that'll help anybody's eardrums as I try not to cough into the mic. So we're gonna do some ranked draft, do some throne, and see if cold medicine helps or hurts. Could be interesting, or it could be an utter failure. We'll see. Either way, it should be interesting to watch, if nothing else. So we've got a couple cool cards. Wicked Wolf is awesome. Bognati is a lot of fun in the right food deck, which ironically the wolf wants as well. The commander is great in a black-white knight deck. Trap in the Tower is just decent removal. The not targeting flyers is vaguely annoying, but still good. But I think we'll just take the rare and see what happens. Ooh, okay. Well, I absolutely love Keeper of the Fables. A 4/5 for 5 is good in and of itself, but I also like the ability to draw cards, especially in green. You can get a fair amount of non-humans that they don't want to block, death touch guys and stuff. And Keeper of the Fables with the 2/3, that when it does damage draws cards, draws 2, and that's super fun. So we're going to take that guy. No reason to venture out. Alright, so in terms of cards, nothing's amazing. There's a lot of green. Once and Future's decent. The Rider's decent. This is fine as well. I'm really tempted to take an egg, just to open up my options if I want to splash something later. But I think right now there's no reason for me to veer off. Mono green is definitely a thing in this format. So I'll take the Rider. 2-drops. You can never have. I mean, you can have too many 2-drops, but it's hard to do. Let's see. So Trainer is decent in a knight deck. We have a knight. I was gonna say we didn't have any, and I was gonna lie. We have one. We have no adventures, so this makes this guy a little worse. I'm not really seeing. Nothing here is super powerful to pull me out of green. So, I mean, I don't mind Righteousness, but it's not. I think I'll just take the 2-drop in green. And the trend kind of continues. Red looks vaguely open. I love the Trebuchet, especially obviously in a knight deck, but even not. Even if I only have a few knights, it's still pretty good. But the Acolyte's just good. Ramp and fixing all in one. So, I didn't say please. There's only so many of those 3 ones I really want. This guy's decent. I don't mind a fruit. We do want ways to create food. It makes the wolf better. Of all of the colors, though, that are here, red might be the most open based on what we've seen. I'll take that for now. I'm not stuck in red. If we were playing red for sure, he's pretty decent, especially with another knight. I guess we have 2 knights now. This is always just a decent card as a trick. But you can usually get those pretty late, at least on Arena. Ooh, okay. So we have the Carver, which I enjoy. I'm gonna take the Tree Folk. I'm much happier casting the Tree Folk for 6 than I am the Carver for 4. On the off chance for mono green, we'll take that guy and stick him in the sideboard. I don't mind running a spider. We still really need to be on lookout for ways to make food. Decent red dude if we go red. Not amazing playable though. None of these cards we really want to play. Even if we end up playing those colors. Alright, so... Fae of Wishes is a fine card. I think it's better and constructed, but I've had some fun with it in draft before. This guy's just good. This guy's really good. Which would lead me to want to play mono green or some variation therein. So the question is trying to force mono green or green blue better than the red cards we have, and I think the answer is definitely yes. But is it better than playing green white? That I don't know about. But since we don't have any other white cards right now, and there are a lot of good blue cards in this pack, we'll probably get one of these back. I think I'm going to take this. See where it goes. Alright. Ooh. So Sir Conrad is a beast. This makes food, which we're looking for. This goes well for playing green-blue. So this is where we kind of have to make a decision. If we had taken the 3/2 flyer, this one would be obviously up there for us. So I really want to take Sir Conrad because he's just so good. And I do like green-black. There's a fair amount of ways to make food in green-black. And I would rather play Sir Conrad over the Snapper. So we're going to end up wasting one of these 2 picks. But I think this gives us the best options. This sets us up to be green, not white. But allows us to see what comes down. Okay. Balls. So this card is fine. It's completely decent. And I have no problem running it. This card is amazing. And can do some serious work. Although right now we're maybe only in one of those colors. And then there's this guy who is awesome. And we could be in both of those colors. This is actually kind of tough. This is getting messy. So I think the most powerful card in this pack is the Urge. I don't think it's right for us to take it here because we are so heavy green. I think the Smasher is more powerful than the Knight. And is the next best card. So we're going to take that. And we are still completely open. And then we see another Snapper. Ugh. Okay, at this point I kind of hope we're mono green. Because then we can play all of the things. That being said, this guy is also really good. Especially in mono green. But having 2 of these is even better. So we're going to do that. Oh, or 3 of them? Do I get super greedy and just mono green Thunder Snapper deck? Yeah, I do. Okay, so there's the way to make food for us, especially for mono green. I think that's better. I think that's the direction we're going to end up heading. Wow. Okay, either I really overvalue this card, or the bots really undervalue the card. I'm not sure which of those is true. We're going to take this and look towards making mono green. Although if we see something sick in the next pack, we can obviously change into it. I don't mind spiders at all. They just block well, although I don't need 3 of them. This guy is decent. And then we have a wee Seamus appearance. Hey, buddy. Yeah? He's not happy with my drafting right now. He thinks I'm doing a terrible job. Or that could be the cold medicine talking. I'm not sure which. Alright. So we actually only need 7 cards of the next pack to make... Oh, man. I mean... I think we have to take this card, right? Like, it's just so good. Huh. Man, that's kind of depressing. Yeah, we just have to take it. I don't know that... I'm not sure how we're playing it yet. We'll figure that out later. Oh, there's that guy. He's really good. Neither of those work for us. We're going to have to reevaluate basically playing green-red or mono-green. We don't have any fixing right the second other than the Acolyte, which is just 1. It makes food. Oh, there's the green-blue. What does that even do? Oh. I mean, it's fun and all, but we are not in the position to play that card. Alright, so if we do end up playing red, I still think we play the snappers because they're just really good. And then the question is Barge in better? Ogre Knight. I'm trying to see how many non-humans we have. I think we have quite a few. Excuse me. I think I'm going to take the Barge in. Ooh. More green dudes. We don't really have enough ways to pump, but still good. I am not really a fan of this card. The equip 5 is a pain in the butt. But we do have a lot of creatures that are non-humans. Let's take a quick look at the curve here. We have a lot of 4s. I'm actually going to take the Brute because it's food. We definitely don't have enough to trigger this. This might not be a terrible card at some point to play. Huh. So the question is, it's one of these 3. How many adventure? We got 1, 2. We don't have a whole lot. 3. So this guy's less good. I kind of like the combat trick on that. Oh, look. Possibility of food for us is good. A sideboard if we're playing sideboard. A way to pump. We'll have to look and see. We're going to cut some cards, obviously. But I want to look at the curve a little bit more closer when we get the layout out. Alright, so let's see. Is there anything we should add in? I don't think the ogre's worth it. Definitely have enough spiders that we're not mono... I don't think we're playing mono green. I mean, maybe we could. Like, if we play mono green, let's just Let's go there for a second. I'm very sad to miss the Embercleave. We would add that guy in. What's the deck look like? Okay, so that's everything. So this is the mono green version. We went off the back, really, of the snappers, drawing cards, playing big dudes they can't deal with. We have one pump spell and appetite, and that's it. Which, our creatures are fairly big. Spider holds anything of theirs back. So that's definitely an option. I don't hate this deck. So the question is it worth adding in Embercleave? Because Embercleave with these huge creatures is freaking ridiculous. See, I really wish I'd taken that egg, because that would make this whole thing a lot easier. Because if we play red, it hurts our snapper. Which is not a huge deal. We can play maybe only a few red sources. Because all the other red cards, except for this one, of course, are single red. Huh. It's actually kind of tough. The consistent part of my brain wants to play this just to not have any mana problems and just hit all of the things. The let's win magic part of my brain sees this card and knows it's a win condition, and I really want to play it. So, alright, so if we played red, this guy comes in, this guy comes in. I mean, really, we're only playing... I mean, we could play a fling if we wanted to be cute. So what do we cut? This guy, maybe a spider. Or maybe we just... Splashing for the Embercleave just seems like such a bad idea. Alright, tell you what. This is what we're going to do. We're going to start with the mono green. Because my brain function isn't all there right now. And I'm a little concerned about the consistency of the deck. So, we'll start with the mono green. If after a round or two we find it's not powerful enough, or we're getting stomped, we can look to add the red. Worst case scenario, we'll lose quicker. Best case scenario, we'll amp the power up on the deck, and it'll be better. So let's do that. I want to see. Let me take a screenshot real quick so that I remember what I'm playing. Yay, there is the screenshot. Okay. So let's fire this up and see how it goes. I think the green deck is completely fine. I just don't know that it's as powerful. Alright. We're on the draw. We very clearly need more land. But we have a 2-drop. So that's something at least. So we'll keep it. Solid USA #1. I like it. Coming out swinging. there's the third land. Not exactly the third land we wanted to see, though. Depending on our draw. 3 to equip? Yeah. Okay. So the question is, do we play the gingerbread cabin, foregoing playing this person to assure playing the Hengewalker? Or do we cross our fingers and hope for an actual forest next turn? I'm not that greedy. I'm going to play it safe. Especially since they only have a 1/1 right now. Best case scenario, I think they equip. Okay, good. We wouldn't have gotten there. So, come on. What? No, I want the land. So now we really want another forest. I think we take the trade because otherwise he becomes unblockable. He gets food, but it looks like he's in a night deck, which not sure what he's going to do with the food. This is going to be +2 play. So the question is, do we play the Snapper and hope we get another land to play Paladin? Yeah, and if we don't, we can play... Because this guy is slightly bigger and can't be blocked by knights. But it looks like he's trying to be all aggressive. Okay. Alright, so we have 4 mana. We have a couple different options. I think at this point I'm going to play the Smasher to put more of a threat on the board. We could also play the Pair and the Rider, but that doesn't really get us anywhere. Not going to attack yet. I'd rather attack in with the Smasher since right now half his creatures can't block it. Alright, so we definitely need another land. That would be great. So can't block. It's the only creature that can block it right now. I'm going to attack in with just the knight. Non-knight guy, I guess it should be said. Play this guy. Really hope for 5th land, because playing the Keeper of Fables would be so good. Sure. The question is, he is going to leave it back to block. Alright, so we have a couple options. We could go... I think what I'm going to do is swing in with him, offer the trade. We have the appetite to make it bigger. And then I can play the Pair, which blocks the Beloved... Not that the Beloved Prince offers any kind of threat. But I think it's a little bit more mana efficient than doing the 4 on the Smasher, which is already like the biggest threat, which means they're going to, if they have any kind of removal, like Trapped in the Tower or Baked into a Pie, that's going to get it. So I don't really want to put the counters there. So here I will offer... And the worst case scenario, they have the lash, which would be annoying. No. Okay, good. I got more food. So I'd love to see a forest, the wolf. Either of those would be great. Alrighty. Definitely got a food sub-theme in that deck there. Surprised they didn't equip. Okay, there we go. Still a lifelink guy. Okay, that wasn't what I wanted to see. This is not a knight, so they can still block the smasher. So we're going to do that. We're going to attack again with the smasher. Doing all the work here. Yep. Yep. All the food. And then I'm going to play the Henge Hammer and the Rider. Because I have the option next turn, if I don't draw another land, to play the Tree Folk onto the Henge Hammer. Oh, although that doesn't trade with anything. He could double block it, kills it. Although I could food one of his bigger guys. So we'll see what we draw. We have a couple options. So not a knight. Still just dies to the smasher. Until he puts the skewer on it. Yep. Alright. Still not a land. Okay, so what do we do here? We have a couple options. We can play the Tree Folk onto the Henge Hammer, which will give something else 4/4. But it's going to die. Alright. I think our best bet right now, again, I don't like putting all of our eggs in the basket. But I think this is the best way for us to beat through. I mean, they're going to have all of the food forever. But our guys are getting there. I'm actually kind of surprised. I mean, I think there's a valid argument to equip the Knight of the Keep and then swing in. Because I'd have to trade or just take the damage. Because they can't block the Smasher anyway. I don't know. It's kind of tough. I mean, I'm at 15, they're at 24. See, like, I think here I'm okay past, like, not taking 5 and giving them a food. Because now I'm going to be swinging in with a lot. And I can force the Knight of the Keep to block, and all these guys get through, and it's a lot of damage. And we get the other land. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw some cards. And I think now we just win the game. We're gonna make the food sacrifice so that they have to block there. And then we attack with everybody, making... I mean, this guy still dies even if we pump him, so we'll make that guy bigger. Now they have, what, 12 life they can gain? Up to 12 life? But they have one creature on board. We're going to draw another card. Yeah. I think at this point we're just too far ahead. The best case they could have would be that giant wipe. And we have a giant that would stick around. Alright, so let's play a land. Let's think about it for half a second. They block the two biggest, which would be these two, let's say. They're still taking 10, and they can't gain that much life. So we'll make that guy bigger. Yeah. Big green guys get there. Awesome. Okay. See, we didn't need the Embercleave. It's okay. All the shiny stuff. Alright, let's keep going. See how it works. I think if I'd had an egg, I'd be significantly more likely to try playing the Embercleave. Without it, it just seems too greedy. We're going... Oh, they go first. Yeah. I mean, we're one land off from casting multiple snappers. Perfect. They have the Cauldron to kill our Acolyte if they need to or want to, but we drew our fourth land, so we don't actually care. Oh, that could get annoying real fast. Ooh, a spider. Perfect. So I think I'm still going to play the Acolyte on 3. They missed their land drop? I think so. Yeah, they did. Alright, well. Start there. And play that. Okay, well. If our opponent keeps missing land drops, we will be just fine. Okay. So we have 4, possibly 5 mana. Nothing worth actually playing at 5. So we're just gonna do more damage. If they don't hit a land here, they are definitely dead. Oh, made it tiny. It's only a 2/4 now. There you go. Oh, yeah. That guy's good. Alright, so we have 5 mana. I think we attack with everybody. If they block, we Appetite, but they didn't. It's fine. We'll just play another Snapper. We just want to put the pressure on, because they can start making little dudes and pinging us. Yep. Which is also why the Henge Hammer is worse right now. Ooh, okay. So... I think what we do here is just attack with both of these guys. Because I'd really like to play the wolf and sacrifice the ginger brute to kill the pyromancer. Worst case scenario, they have so tiny. But I think they may have played it on this if they did already. So we're also going to go to full control. Otherwise, submit this. Yes. I've screwed this up more than once because I didn't get control. Okay, good. Oh, yeah. We also have the ability to put counters on something. They're blue, though, so we have to be careful about bouncing. Ah, they could steal a human or an artifact, which we just killed our only artifact, so nah. That was mean, sorry. All right. We have 5 mana available. I think we attack with everybody. And whatever they block... I think the right thing here is to just appetite the wolf to keep him around. They still have Cauldron, which makes theoretically the spider a better play, but it also takes 3 mana, so if they want to kill the henge hammer, it takes up at least, if not more than half of their turn. So, good game. All right. Beaten in with big green baddies. Okay. So far, so good. We should need to do that, 5 more times? 6 more times? That's easy. All right. Yeah. We just want to hit a forest or 2 and we'll be very happy. So yeah, we have 2, 3, 4, 5. That's perfect. As long as we can hit another land. Aww. Play the spider out. It does basically the same as the pair. Looks like we're facing a mono black deck. There we go. Spider doesn't attack well. It does sit back and hold on the 4 well, though. Yep. Alright, that's annoying. I am not going to attack in with a snapper. It's not worth the trade. I will, however, make some food. Because we really want to get another land. Playing Keeper into Snapper is good. Wow. Now this is awkward. Nope. We're just going to take 8. Alright. Excuse I'd really like to see a 5th land. At some point, we're going to have to sacrifice the goats. Yeah. Shit's so good. Yeah. All right. So we're at a serious problem just because that stupid guardian could really use a wolf right now. Because at least then we'd be able to swing back. But right now, super awkward. And I really hate giving up a goat. Because the gaining of the life and drawing a card is huge. There's only so much damage we can take. If we could play Keeper, I'd feel better about like triple blocking. But with so much black removal, it's also kind of frightening. That guy doesn't scare me. Alright, well, it's kind of land. This is super awkward. Alright, one more goat, and then we gotta do something. No. We are not going to attack. Not sure what they're thinking about. They have a nice 8/8. It's gonna punch us in the face here soon. Oh, fun. I wish we had that guy. Huh. Okay. Take one of my 1/5s. Oh, alright. I think we have to do this. Okay. Alright, we are gonna be in some trouble. Yep. Okay. So I have 5 unknown cards in hand. We're gonna decline and possibly get blown out. Interesting. All right. So I think we do this, that, and we do that, and that. Then we do that. So then we are taking 4. And hopefully don't have any serious weird tricks. But I think this gives us the best opportunity to stay alive. For longer, at least. I wonder if they're going to sacrifice anything to do damage. I don't know that's necessarily worth it. Yeah, I was worried about Lash somewhere. I was actually more worried about it on the Keeper, though. So, well, I mean, not ideal. I'll take it. Although I can now sacrifice something to do... Is it 4? No, it's 3. Okay, that's annoying. Alright, so we're at 3. This guy has a menace. Though he can't target me with his ability. So the question is it better to play the pair and leave that up to gain some life? No, I think I need more. Because this shuts down, makes my trades more profitable, I should say. I mean, if he has removal, if they have removal or anything, I'm in serious trouble anyway. Okay. Can I survive this? No. There and there. So unless they forget to attack with everything, we are dead. We're dead. Alright. I am going to take a 2-minute break and get some more water so that my throat stops trying to kill me. I will be right back. Let's do that. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Oh, man. So that was our first loss. I think we'd hit another land early. It would have been okay. But one of the things that this deck is missing is removal, which is why we played the Fell the Pheasant. I really would have loved to see an out muscle or something. Excuse me. Alright. Yep, this is completely serviceable. Ooh, I almost screwed that up. Gotta get in for that one extra point of damage. No. Another red, white, black night deck. Oh, that was sad. We definitely don't block. Okay. At least the pair kind of shuts down the Youthful Knight. It's not worth using the Appetite there. I am completely okay if they want to use their removal spell on my Ginger Brute. We really are hoping for another land next turn, because the Smasher against the Night deck is, as seen earlier tonight, ridiculous. Woohoo! Got there. Alright. Guess who you can't block? And the Curious Pair does a decent job holding back the Knight. Hopefully don't have like Trap in the Tower or anything, because then we are going to have a little bit more trouble with this deck. If they tack in with a red cap, oh, we're okay with that, because we have Fell. So we're going to do that first. Yeah. Okay, that was completely fine for us. Oh, man. Aw. So it's going to become a 4-3 and fight? Right? Am I doing a... No, it's going to become a 3-3 and fight. Okay. So they 2-for-1 themselves to do nothing. That is a type of trade we will take every day. Oh, perfect. Even better. Now I'm not sure how we lose this game. Seems good for us. Ooh. Still can't really attack in. So they have 6 power first strike damage that can block the Keeper. They can't block the Knight. The not Knight, the Giant. And we have Insatiable Appetite. To just win. That seemed okay for us. Okay, so when our opponent doesn't have an 8-8 trample haste guy, green guys get there. Okay. I do wish we had a little bit more removal. Like I said, I wish we had an out muscle. Or, I think if even we'd had a Joust, I would have played red then. Because while it doesn't pump the majority of our guys, the majority of our guys are huge. I normally don't like keeping a hand that doesn't have a turn 2 play, but We have a turn 3 play and a great turn 4 play. And we're on the play. So, yeah, we're going to keep this. If they're a super aggro deck, it could be bad for us. But the spider is going to stop the eye collector pretty darn well. It's fine. Mill a land for me. Nope. Okay. Spider also stops the Swordmaster pretty well. So that's okay. Now, we don't need to draw any more lands this game. The likelihood of that happening is slim to none, but I could hope. Ooh, alright, so I think I'd rather hold on. I'm going to hold on to the wolf. I'm not super afraid of either of those creatures, and I don't have food to make it indestructible right now. Since they are a red-black deck, there's plenty of removal that could kill it. If anything, it's going to hit the smasher. Yeah, see? Alright. So we're going to play the snapper here, because next turn, theoretically, we're going to play the Prophet of the Peak, and then scry and draw, which will be awesome. Okay. We are not afraid of that guy. Like I said, this guy's good. He's a 4/4, but I'm about to play a 5/5. Alright. Oh, and there's our food for the wolf later. So what we're going to do is hopefully Arena stacks these properly. Do I have a... no. Okay, never mind. I'm not sure. I should have probably went into control. Maybe I could have stacked them myself. Or is it when I cast? Oh, cast. So never mind. There was no triggers to stack. Okay, so we have a Ginger Brute. We already have one, which will help the wolf. The Rider doesn't do much here. So the question is, do we want the Ginger Brute? And I don't think so. I'd want it before the Rider. He can block, so there's no reason to attack. Man. Ooh, hey. See, now, I probably would have waited to play that because the knight has to attack. And there's a chance I don't block because I don't want to trade any of my guys if they have mana open. But since they don't have mana open, I am 100% blocking with my Prophet. Now, I probably would have anyway, but at least it's a decision I have to make if he has mana open. Alright. So this can become a 4/4, which does us not a whole lot of good. Excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna play the spider. Nobody else has haste here, so I'll play the Ginger Brute. Give it... just swing in with him. They've got a ton of mana and a bunch of cards in hand, which makes me super nervous. I almost wonder if I should have played the wolf in case they have a discard spell. Oh. Okay. What you doing? So, I think what we do Let's go to blockers. There. There. Alright. Come on. Thank you. And then there. I mean, they could have some kind of trick. But here they'd have to have multiple tricks. Like the worst case is lash on this guy. Okay. So they still trade. Well, he loses a counter. I think I'm okay with this. We still have plenty of big dudes left in our deck. We have 2 more snappers. They can't profitably attack in. Excuse me. All right. Oh, screwed up there. So let's go to full control. We're gonna attack with everybody because they can't block. Yeah. 3 attackers. Because I screwed up and didn't do it before attacking. There we go. And then I'm going to play the wolf. I'm not going to eat my food. I'm just going to fight the knight. Because we are way ahead on board right now. We can make our wolf indestructible. Something crazy happens. So, sorry, Ginger Brute. We'll take some on the swing back. But that means we just won't swing with the spiders anymore. Ooh. They got our snapper, but we got their baked in a pie. Ooh. Huh. So we're gonna get a little greedy and make it a really ugly spider. Diversify our threats a bit. And then we'll leave the 1/5 back because the 1/5 kills any of their creatures. Yep. So they're unlikely to want to attack. They have to attack with the knight. So at that point, yeah. I'm actually going to kill this one. I'm not worried about milling. Ooh, even sexier. We'll leave this back. Well, get all the damage in. Play this guy. That makes the tree folk even better. And again, at this point, I'm not sure how we lose this game. And that is definitely not it. Because we're going to be left with just 2 creatures on board. See, this is why I said this card's okay, but not great, because you have to attack with it. And again, he should have not played that, because there's a chance maybe I don't block, thinking it's just 1 damage. Play this before combat, just to draw the card, see if there's anything, and they concede. Okay. Well, that was fun. Yay. Keep moving on up. All the packs. Okay. So, just gotta do it 3 more times. I guess you don't need removal when all of your creatures are significantly larger than their creatures. Although at some point it's gonna be a problem when they play super scary bad things. Alright. Ooh, we go first. 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. Man, this hand is amazing if we draw 3 lands in a row. This hand is terrible if we draw no lands for 3 turns. I think I'm going to keep it just based on the fact that we have the pair, which slows a lot of things down and gives us a food for a wolf or stabilizing later in the game. It's greedy though. This is definitely a greedy keep. If we see 1 forced, I think we'll be okay. Woohoo! Got there. Not greedy. It was still greedy. Don't listen to me. Though they're playing blue-white, so who knows what they could be doing. Oh. Well. Okay. I'm completely fine using that card there. I think because at this point there's no pressure on their side of the board, and obviously they're trying to look through their deck. I'm going to play the Hengewalker first. Okay, we really want to see a land. If we don't, it's fine because they're probably playing flyers, so the spider needs to get out sooner or later. Ooh, sexy. Alright, just this guy. Alright. Dream World, 2 force, back to back. No more lands the rest of the game. That's Magical Christmas Land. Okay, that's vaguely annoying. That's not a land. Alright, so we're going to pay the 1 because I think it's unlikely they'll block with the Archon. Okay. And then we're going to play Spider. It's actually tempting to play Squire, but we don't have enough cards that trigger him. Like, I think we have, what? 1 more on the deck. So I think Spider's just more mana efficient. Okay, so we didn't get our land. We need 1 more. Oh, okay. Kind of surprised they didn't play the 3/3 Vigilant. Although, so it makes me worried that they have didn't say please. Because otherwise, to be more mana efficient, I think you play the 5-drop. So, with that being said, I think we offer the trade here. Because I'm not going to play the Smasher into didn't say please. That's fine. Then we will play the Squire this time. Okay. So do they have the Flash guy then? Or run away together? Although if you had run away together... Oh, okay. That's fine. If we don't draw the land in this next turn, Fell the Pheasant would be perfect. Okay, we get the land. We are not going to attack. We're just going to play this guy. Because most of their stuff can't block this guy. Take a turn off. There's the Flash guy. They have all the flyers. Okay. So right now the only creature that can block the Paladin is the Archon. So they could have run away together, which would be kind of annoying. Oh, a fox. I love the fox. Yay. Alright. So they've got two knights. So I still want to attack in with a Paladin, which is going to cost me 1. Which means I can't play the Prophet, but that's okay. I'm going to just utilize all of my mana, because the Rampart Smasher is also hard for them to block. I mean, easier, but knocks out 2/5 of the creatures. And they are at 8 life. Okay. So now they have more creatures that can block the Paladin, which is annoying. So let's think. Can play the Paladin. They have to block with these two. And I can kill one of them. I could also scry and see what I have coming up and see if I want to wait to draw. Like if I have a fell or something. I think that's slightly better. Because if I have a combat trick in here, I definitely want to wait. Alright, well I think I take Keeper, even though it's not a combat trick. And then that's it. I'm not going to attack right now. We're at 20 and they're at 8. Most of our creatures are bigger than theirs. Once we have some kind of combat trick, or if I could draw the wolf, anything like that, just sets us up a lot better. Alright, they didn't say please mana open, which is sad. I kind of just want to send the Smasher in, because can't block. Man, I just kind of want to swing. You know what? Alright, we're going to do this. See if they have it. At worst, we'll draw a card off of it if it gets countered. Okay. And then we're going to turn 3 dudes sideways. All of the 5s. They know we don't have tricks, but the knights can't block the Smasher. There's only 4 creatures that can block the Paladin. And other creatures can block the Peak, but it's putting some pressure on them. And I think if we clear the board, because we still have some bigger guys and Ginger Brute that can get in, I think we just want to push. They could have some tricks here, which is vaguely frightening. Alright, so we get rid of the knights. Do we get rid of the knights first? No. We get rid of the flyers. Or it could be a flyer. And then, same here. Get rid of the flyer. So what tricks do you have? Oh, it's so tiny. Okay. Still did some damage. Still gonna draw a card. Okay, we can stop drawing force, though. That would be okay with us. Well, now they're at 3 life. The Ginger Brute actually is a threat they have to be worried about. We still have 3 creatures that have power 4 or greater, and none of their creatures do right now. So, there you go. Times like this, I wish I could really see what my top card was. Just out of curiosity. Not that it really matters, but still. Inquiring minds want to know. Ooh, what did we get? Ooh, that's a throwback. Alright. Currently 5-1. That is not too shabby. It's a mono green deck. A little light on removal. We got the wolf, but no fighty spells. The title of this stream is Sick Draft. That does not speak to the pool itself, but more the head cold I'm currently rocking, and the cold medicine I have consumed. So if I'm a little slower and deeper voiced than normal, that's why. But so far, we're rocking it. So, hey, we're going to do us. We're going to keep this just because we have 2 lands and 4 cards that cost 2 or less. It's not necessarily a great keep. I'm going to start with this, because if we don't draw a forest, we can still play another Ginger Brute. And then the cabin can come in tapped. Alright, collector. What do we got? Okay. So I'm actually going to play that guy. I'm not going to offer. At this point, I'm not worried about mill. If they play blue, I might be slightly more concerned. But being able to pump my brute seems like fun. Oh, hey, that guy. That's annoying. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna actually not attack here. We're gonna play the rider, because next turn we can make the adversary block the rider, which is a profitable trade for us. Even if we have to kill the Ginger Brute, it'll be worth it in the long run, because that guy shuts down our deck. Hey, a spider! So does that guy. Oh. Although he's a 5, yeah, he's a 5/5, so that's fine. Well, they're milling all of our land. That's a little frustrating. Alright, so we're gonna... Yep. Sacrifice... Yes. Make that guy block. Sacrifice him. It's free damage. He has to block. And the spider won't kill the henchhammers. They don't block. They're afraid of something. Okay. That guy. That guy. And hope we see a land soon. Technically, we kind of hope we see 2 lands soon. That would be nice. Yep. Hey, they didn't get a land. We didn't get a land. Okay, well that's just unfair. Okay, so we'll get in for 1 point of damage. We're not attacking with anything else right now. And then make some food. And just end the turn. Like I said, hopefully we see a land. Ideal world. Oh, we don't see that card. This is gonna be tough for us, folks. Have they just gotten... Oh, yeah, I think they've just milled spiders and lands. That's it. Ugh, balls. Alright, this is not a way to win this game. In 18 turns, we will die to their big dudes before they die to our ginger brute. I think even if we hit a land, if we hit 2 lands running, we're still in trouble. Because the gardener guy is gonna get bigger. See? I wasn't kidding. He got bigger. I was hoping not that big that fast. Ah, balls. Alright. We can't actually kill the spider. How do we win from here? I think this guy doesn't have trample. So we suck up 7 points of damage. I think we let the others go through. Oh, I needed that land. He hit 6 before we hit 4. Alright. Well, so we have a couple options. 5, 6, 7. If he doesn't, we could kill... balls. Even if we had one more land, I'd feel a lot more comfortable. I think our best bet right now is to block with the ginger brute and sacrifice it to gain some life. Or depending on what they do, we can balls. So they have 2 mana open, 1 card unknown. Man. Okay, so we're gonna soak up some damage here. And stem the bleeding a little bit. It's not great. This is not what I want to do. But at least he doesn't have trample. Again, I don't know how we win this game. I'm just trying not to lose it right now. Oh, there goes an... Oh, okay, we got to land. So we can play our 5/5. What does that do for us? That allows us to triple block the Lord. Assuming he plays a 6-drop, because it becomes an 8/8. We are still in serious trouble. But, oh, we're not attacking. Oh, fun. Okay. Oh, boy. So we're at 8. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't swing in with more. But I guess they guarantee the card draw anyway off the Eye Collector. I mean, they're so far ahead right now. Okay. So we aren't dead. We're just mostly dead. If we could draw Fell the Pheasants here, next turn, we might only be kind of dead. Oh, that's depressing. Now are we just dead? I'm surprised they're not pushing in more. Like, at least with the Lord. I mean, again, they're still winning. It's just nitpicky. Aha, we can block the guy. I think we're still dead, but we'll play to our outs. What those outs are, I don't know, but we're not dead yet. We're just going to have to infinitely chump block a 9/9 Lord. That's only going to get bigger. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I misspoke. He's an 11/11 now. At least he doesn't have trample. Oh, jeez. Huh. So are we just dead now? Alright, so this goes here. Eat one of the piggies. Ha, we're not actually dead. We're just mostly dead. We're totally dead on their next turn, but we're not dead yet. Yeah, this is just delaying the inevitable. Oh, extra rubbins. We can't even play the Prophet. Alright, I'll save us both the embarrassment. Just concede. Oh, that was brutal. Alright, that's fine. So, let's take a quick look at the deck here. We got our second loss, but we're at 5-2 right now. That's not bad. So, again, we have the option splashing red for the Embercleave, which is so tempting, but with so little fixing, and these guys together just do so much work on their own. I think if we'd open like the Embercleave earlier, this could be a significantly different deck. You know, I haven't gotten to the point that I run Return to Nature in main deck. There's been a couple times it'd probably be useful, but I don't know. That's the one thing I hate about Best of One. I like Best of One because you can get more matches in and you can get your reps in on a format faster, which I think is really cool. And then if you draft a terrible deck, you don't have to play it as much. That being said, I miss sideboarding because I think there's a whole aspect to draft that really having the skill and being able to draft, knowing what you need to sideboard, and then how to sideboard in the format is super important. And something like Return to Nature, and even a Fell the Pheasant, like if this were an F&M draft, I probably wouldn't play Fell the Pheasant main deck. Simply because we already have spiders, and I'm not a huge fan of the card, but we kind of needed to round out our curve. And there are enough flyers in a lot of the decks that can just be a pain in the butt. I think it's worth it. But like Fell the Pheasant and Return to Nature would both be cards I would love to be able to sideboard more. But since ranked is best of one, and I really enjoy the competitive nature of ranked, I'm kind of stuck not sideboarding. So, such is life. So I'm going to keep it mono green. I still think this has been a pretty powerful deck. We've stumbled a bit a couple of times against, you know, cards that are better than ours or just getting overrun. But that's Magic. I don't think we've outright misplayed too much, even with the cold medicine. So I guess that's good. Although I definitely feel slower than normal. So who knows? Oh boy. Oh man. So if that cabin or a forest, I'd probably keep this. See, this is where we can get greedy. If we were on the draw, I would keep this. It's the fact that we're going first. And there's a running joke with my friends and I that, you have 2 lands and a keystone or a 3 mana maker, and you never hit your 3rd land. It's like fate just rubbing it in your nose. You don't get that 3rd land. And because we have to hit 4 and 6, our curve is too high. I almost accidentally kept. Alright. This is fine. Kind of unexciting. But at least we can play cards. Oh, jeez. I'm definitely slow. I almost keep hitting the wrong thing. Alright. I don't want to see an island into a Secret Keeper. Okay, good. Play this guy out first. At least we'll know we'll get a food from our cabin, so that's good. So based on this, I would guess Black-White Knights. But you never know. Let's offer the trade. Depending on what they do here, will depend what I... If they block, they might not be Black-White Knights. Okay. So I'm going to play the Spider. It's more mana efficient, and it blocks their Knight. And I can even attack into Knights next turn. Man. I don't think I've talked this much in like a week and a half. I can definitely feel... I think my voice has progressively gotten lower over the course of this draft. So I apologize if it's a little rough around the edges. I'm a little rough around the edges right now. Alright. So... Interesting. Part of me wants to force them to block. But they could have the thing that taps creatures down. I just can't imagine a Black-White Knight deck Black-White Knight deck. Whew. Not having a 2 or 3 drop that they want to play. I guess they could have Oust. No, that's not right. Outflank. 1 drop white spell. There's the +2 and on tap. But that's still... That's a 2 for 1? That seems terrible. So what am I forgetting? What else is there? The Lash? Yeah, Lash. Okay. That's fine, because I have another Spider. I mean, I think in the grand scheme of things, I am 100% okay trading my Spider for a Lash. I have much bigger and scarier things. Alright, I think it's an obvious forcing the Rider to block the Rider. That trade is really good for us. Yes. Even if they have, like, witches to get it back or something, this is just so much more advantageous for us. Okay. I'm going to play the Henge Hammer. Theoretically, it'd be more mana efficient if we played like the counters on the Spider. But if they don't have anything here, or if they play a bigger creature, putting the counters on the Henge Hammer is fine. We do need to be careful of that giant board wipe spell. Although right now it seems kind of awkward if they did that. Okay, so that guy has Menace. Okay. So we have 5 mana. So we have a couple options. If I put the 2 counters on him, he becomes a 4/4. Makes this guy bigger. But they can double block. They'd have to double block. The paladin would have to be involved. It also sets us up for next time if we draw a land to play the 6/5. We also have the option of playing the appetite, but we don't have food. And it's still the same blocks, basically kills. So let's offer the trade here. Because at least we'll punch in for some extra damage. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting in for 5. Like I said, if we draw a land, we play the Tree Folk. If we draw a creature, we play that. And the spider's just doing some work. And they only have 2 cards left. Okay, now they have more than 2. Yep. Okay, so we attack. If they block, we have appetite. If they don't block, we have the squire. This forces them to use their mana. Toss 3 for indestructible, 2 for lifelink. They have 6. So they could do both. But then they can't play anything this turn. So I wonder if it's almost worth it to force them. Yeah, let's make them use it. I'm not a super fan of this, but this means if we draw something crazy, yeah, that's fine. Now the question is, do we use this here? Let's save our guy. Yeah, I think we do. Because if we draw a land, we're going to play the Tree Folk. He's going to get bigger. And we'll be able to swing in for even more. We can start leaving the Spore Cap Spider back. Yeah, okay. Oopsie. Play this guy first. I'm not going to attack in with the spider. Because if they do have removal, the spider still blocks the rider fine. Oh, man. So they still have 1 unknown card. The other's the paladin, which has menace, but whatevs. They're not attacking. Ooh. Interesting. Really wish we had a food. So they can give their guy indestructible and lifelink, which is super awkward. Which means I can't fight unless I have food. How do we get out of this? If we attack, they just gain life. Even if we attack with everybody, at best, we do 3 damage and lose a creature. Alright, I think I'm going to wait and see. The rider's definitely going to give us some trouble. We need them to play a spell or something. Yeah, I think this is just going to be a staring contest for a little bit. We really need a Ginger Brute. as weird as that is to say, because then we can either, a couple things. We could punch in for one and start pressing the issue, or two, sacrifice it to the wolf. Right now there's nothing that we want to really trade with. Like we could fight the knight. So technically we could play both. But since we don't have a food, we could theoretically, if they have some kind of pump spell, lose it, and they put a counter on this, which is even worse for us. We don't want a counter on that guy. And they're not at a low enough life total yet that the life works out for us. Oh, man. What do we have that's out? I think we just need to get wider. Like, we need like a snapper into the paladin or prophet of the peak. Just start drawing some cards. Because like I said, they're at this weird spot that they have to be very careful with how they tap. Okay, so they have 6. They can still make this indestructible twice. But they still can't attack. It's just super awkward. I wonder if there's a line I'm not seeing here that gives us to win with what we have on board. It's just the lifelink on this and indestructible together. Oh man, where's Fel the Pheasant now? That would have been sick. Oh, I wish I had Fel the Pheasant in my hand. Not all this land. Okay. Unfortunately, we lose this game in 22 turns if we don't do something else. Ah, okay. That was exactly what we didn't want to see. Still can't really attack. That's the only thing we have going for us right now. Oh, bonus. That's our win condition, folks. Depending on what they do next turn, we can always wolf away the fairy godmother to turn the clock up a little bit. Ooh, great night deck. Okay. I could have really stopped drawing lands. Alright, we're going to make this a little bit faster. Now that we know they don't have a trick. I believe everybody else is a knight. Yep. So at some point they're going to be forced to attack in with the rider just to gain life. Oh, balls. On the plus side, it's a knight. Oh, but it's going to make a human, isn't it? Son of a... That's annoying. Seriously, we can stop drawing lands now. We really want to see... What do we want to see? We want them to draw a bunch of lands. And we want a snapper or prophet. Oh, a keeper. That's what we want to see. Dang it. It's another non-human. Alright, well, we are not playing our land. Or non-night card. Sorry, I should be clearer. Huh. Kind of surprised by that. So we have 9, 10, 11, 12. We only have 5 lands left in the deck. So, although they're sitting the same we are. But I think they drew cards. Oh, Forever Young. Yeah. Unfortunately, the tide is also starting to turn. We're at the same life total, and now they have some scarier creatures than we do. I haven't done the math. There we go. Oh, first step first. Attack in with what we know we have to attack in with. Right? Come on. Now, if I'm them, I definitely block with the Reaper, even if you don't have cards, simply because green has too many combat tricks that I'd be afraid of. Like, if they have Lash here, it's super painful. I still think it's right, though. Oh, well, that's annoying, too. Alright. That was our one definite win condition. So what do? We do draw another snapper into a keeper. Oh, that's not good for us. That's really not good. It takes us to 1. Takes us to 0. Oh. I'm surprised. If he plays it on the Paladin... Oh. I mean, we can block the spider. I think it's better to play it on the Paladin. Okay. We are in trouble here, folks. And another land. Alright, so we've got 10. Got 4 left out of 16. Alright, so we're at 6. We are quite literally dead. Let's not attack, and maybe they'll be scared and not attack properly. But with the Fairy Godmother, we are definitely dead. See, if we'd done that last turn, we would have just lost, because we can't block the menace. So, oh well. I thought we had it. I wonder if there was a line there somewhere that if I had pushed more, we had a chance. But that rider just... It's really hard for our deck to get around. I think if they don't have the outflank, there's a good chance we could win. But Forever Younging back both grandmothers or godmothers, whatever, really put us behind. So that's unfortunate. But I mean, we went 5-3, not terrible. At a decent mono green deck that we had some fun with. We opened an Embercleave. Hey Tony, how you doing? You just came to see the loss, see us get our butt kicked. That's okay. It was a good draft. We had fun. I will be back next week about 7:30 on Monday nights to do another draft. I will hopefully not be on cold medicine, and B, I won't sound like a 48-year-old smoker, because no. So thanks for joining us this week. We got a lot of great streams coming up. Don't miss them. Come see Tony. Sorry, as I cough myself off. It's been fun. I am gonna go get something to drink and rest. Well, nice deck. That was fun. It was definitely a good game. You were our last loss, but it was awesome. So, you guys have a great night. I am going to go get some rest. I will see you back hopefully next week. Thank you, Tony.